Washington football team.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau.
Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First down, Rodgers. Throw left side, complete. That's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's a good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
From the gun, Rodgers. From a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Washington 0. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Smith.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Smith.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
9 yards.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Back deep is Tavon Austin. Fielded at about the 28.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 38, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of Your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. As the first half is winding down, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Smith's pass. Intercepted. The Packers take over.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 1st and 10, Smith. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he's got this down to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Washington.
Short gain down to about the 33. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
37-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Smith. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 12. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Smith. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Smith. Got an open man. It's Harmon. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Washington.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal. Today's final score, Packers 23.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles.